Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to a community that is dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shear, and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join me for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find the link on the weekly talk section. Today is the last Sunday of the month. It is September 28th, 2025. And we are continuing the monthly theme of transcendent purpose. The topic for today is Mission Possible. So at this time, I would like to once again truly welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Vallarta, whether you are on the live Zoom call or watching the replay at a later time. Here we teach a philosophy that honors all faith traditions. So whatever path you are on, know that it is the right one for you. And please know that everyone is welcome here. We value each and every one of you. So the philosophy that we teach is called the science of mind. And it is a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom, where we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. And we honor diversity in all aspects. When Dr. Ernest Holmes first founded this teaching, he had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts in order to create the science of mind in the 1920s. And it focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. When asked to provide a precise definition of the science of mind teaching, he replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So each week, we offer a service with an inspirational message. We offer the Zoom meeting at 10, followed by an in-person meeting on the first and third Sundays of the month. And whether you are with us in person or on Zoom, join us afterwards for some great conversation with like-minded people. And as part of my intention to grow this center, we are inviting a guest speaker the second Sunday of each month on Zoom to come and give us a message in Spanish, and it will be translated into English as well. So if you are a practitioner, a minister, or ministerial student, and would like to give a message in Spanish, then please connect with me so we can make that possible. And now, as we do each week, let's together review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this through our vision, creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And more on all of these can be found on their very own drop-down, their very own page, looking under the drop-down titles on our website. So check that out if you want more information. And we have restarted our tradition of reading the affirmative prayer for the day from the Creative Thought magazine, and this is from September 2014. And as you know, spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to take these words as your own, and if you so choose, gently close your eyes. There is one magnificent source of all that is seen and unseen. I am centered in the knowing that there is only one power that is back of all things. I am grounded in the knowing that this magnificent presence is within me and within all of creation. I am tuned in, I am connected, I am present in this moment. I know that I am not separate from, but rather encompassed by all that is God. I am worthy. I love and honor my entire being. I know that all of God is within every fiber and cell of my body, and so I am perfect just as I am. I accept that I am a loving and lovable creation of spirit, and I choose to express this love mindfully toward myself. Every word and action I take is a bountiful expression of self-worth. I have positive and motivational thoughts, and I shift my awareness to be connected to God. There is power in my faith. There is strength in my belief. I release and let go of all thoughts that do not serve my highest and best idea of my worth. I am a perfect representation of spirit actualized. I move forward knowing that I am enough. I am worthy of all the gifts Spirit has for me. With gratitude and heartfelt thanks, I release these words into the one magnificent source of all things, knowing they are clearly defining the manifestation of my good. I place my trust in the universe and know that it is done, and so it is. And that was submitted by Reverend Stephanie St. Amand. So the doctor of psychology, Margaret Nagib, and author of the book, The Power and Science of Hope, Mindwise, relays this story. She says, the most intriguing piece of advice I ever received as a counselor in training came from one of my favorite professors. He told me, in the very first session, always give them a little magic. Now, that's an interesting choice of words. The more I thought about the concept, the more the idea excited me. Magic messes with your head. It messes with the impossible by making it appear possible. When in crisis, despair, struggling with insurmountable problems, or even the daunting task of navigating or creating change in ourself or in a life situation, a little magic could go a long way. So I will let you in on a little secret. The magic that he was talking about, the magic we all need in our lives, is actually not so magical at all. It is something much more powerful than magic, and it is quite real. It is the power and science of hope. It's the voice of hope in an otherwise hopeless situation that either whispers or shouts, anything is possible. Researchers in the field of positive psychology have posited that hope is the single most important feeling state. Individuals who have significant levels of hope are more physically healthy and less susceptible to disease. They perform better academically and athletically. In fact, elite athletes score exceptionally high on psychological measures of hope, indicating that raw talent, grit, or even optimism without hope is insignificant when pursuing difficult goals. Research also indicates hope is possibly correlated with self-esteem and healthier relationships. Hope increases the sense of meaning in life and identification and realization of goals and dreams, even in the midst of adversity. Individuals with high hope set loftier goals and are more likely to realize them. That's because hope is a better predicator of success than intelligence or innate ability alone. And this is a quote on hope from Dr. Ernest Holmes. If it were not for the divine hope in us, our experiences would be more than the human mind could digest. So hope is more than just optimism. It's the core principle that empowers our spiritual journey. Rooted in our connection to the divine, hope becomes a dynamic force, aligning our thoughts with universal abundance and possibility. Through practices like spiritual mind treatment, we affirm our innate ability to co-create our reality, fostering deep trust in the supportive nature of the universe. This perspective emphasizes that hope isn't passive, it's an active engagement with the creative power of our minds. And central to this perspective are agency and pathways. Agency involves believing in the power innate and sustain actions towards our goals. Pathways emphasize the flexibility and creativity needed to navigate challenges and to discover new solutions along our way. By integrating these elements, we cultivate resilience and adaptability, crucial for maintaining hope amidst life's ups and downs. Ultimately, aligning our thoughts with spiritual principles and engaging in intentional practices enhances not only our well-being, but also contributes positively to a collective consciousness where hope guides us toward a world that works for all. And Dr. Roger Teo wrote this: our consciousness is the link between the invisible and the visible, between the potential and the actual, between the subjective and the objective, and it can actually melt the boundaries between them. As we sow in consciousness, so shall we reap in our experiences. So the science of hope, what is it? The science of hope, explained by psychologist C.R. Snyder, shows that hope is a powerful part of how we think and act. Unlike just wishing for things, hope involves believing that we can plan and achieve our goals. Research in positive psychology supports the idea that hope has a big impact on our mental and physical health. Studies show that people with high levels of hope are more resilient, solve problems better, and feel better overall compared to those with less hope. Hopeful thinking is linked to lower levels of anxiety and depression, also linked to better performance in school and in work, and even better physical health. So this shows that hope is not just a nice feeling, but an important mental resource that we can develop through practice, helping us to face life's challenges with a positive and proactive attitude. So Pink Floyd, one of my favorite bands, sang a song about high hopes. These lyrics stand out. beyond the horizon of the place we lived when we were young, in a world of magnets and miracles, our thoughts strayed constantly and without boundary. And there's also a children's song that was originally sang by Frank Sinatra. The song describes two scenarios where animals were seemingly uh, having impossible acts to complete. First, an ant moves a rubber tree plant all by itself. And then a ram single-handedly puts a hole in a 1 billion-kilowatt dam. The desires of these animals are described by the chorus as high, apple pie in the sky hopes. Although the song implies that they ultimately accomplish them, the song finishes by comparing problems to balloons. The problem has gone away when the balloon is popped, as stated in the closing line. Oops, there goes another problem for Plum. And in her book, Indra's Net and the Midas Touch, Living Sustainably in a Connected World, author Leslie Theo wrote this. Hopefulness is not faith or blind optimism. Rather, it is the capacity to perceive one's world as pregnant with possibilities, to be hopefully engaged in relationships of interdependence means to embrace our roles as midwives of the future. So we mentioned briefly agency and pathways. So let's go a little deeper. Agency is a deep-seated belief in our ability to create and shape our reality through the power of thought and intention. Hope is understanding and knowing that we are co-creators with the divine, possessing an inherent ability to manifest our desires by aligning our thoughts with universal principles. And this belief extends to every aspect of life, nurturing the ability to initiate and sustain actions toward achieving goals. It's a motivational drive that empowers us to take charge of our lives and persist in the face of challenges. Cultivating agency involves building self-confidence and reinforcing the mindset that one has the power to influence their outcomes. When we believe in capacity to affect change, we are more likely to stay motivated and resilient, thereby enhancing our overall sense of hope. In the story of the little train that could, a train must be pulled over a high mountain after its engine breaks down, and larger locomotives were asked to pull the train. But for various reasons, they refuse because they think they are too important. So the little engine is asked, and it agrees to do so. Despite the steep climb and heavy load, the little engine slowly succeeds in pulling the train over the mountain while repeating the mantra, I think I can, I think I can, and overcomes a seemingly impossible task because he had hope. And pathways. This is the recognizing and utilizing the infinite possibilities available through our connection to the divine mind. Hope encourages us to trust in the unlimited creative potential of the universe to provide multiple routes to our goals. Pathways emphasizes problem solving and adaptability, allowing us to find alternative ways to overcome obstacles and to reach our objectives. Developing pathways requires creativity, flexibility, and a willingness to explore new approaches. By leaning into our awareness of limitless potentiality, we too can maintain hope even when faced with setbacks, knowing that there are always multiple ways to achieve our desired outcomes. Saint Hildegard of Bingen wrote this: mankind is full of creative possibility. Humankind is God's work. Humankind is called to assist God and to co-create. We can set into creation that which is life-sustaining. And here's a little short story. When my kids were little, we had a bedtime ritual. We sang a little song about bedtime for all the little animals in the zoo. Then we picked them up, and after saying unk or chunk or plunk, bounce them on the bed and tuck them in. And then we would kiss them goodnight and say, remember, you can be anything you want when you grow up if you put your mind to it. And that was a nightly ritual. And so I think my children took that to heart, and they have done and are doing everything that they desire and believed as a child that they could do. And our final mention is cultivating a hope mindset. So developing hope begins with the recognition of our inherent connection to a limitless source of good. And this understanding encourages us to affirm our ability to co-create our reality with the divine. Some science of mind practices to develop hope include spiritual mind treatment, affirmations, visualization, and mindfulness. So spiritual mind treatment is the daily engagement to remind yourself that that your desired outcomes have already been realized in the mind of the divine, also known as manifestation. And consistent practice nurtures a deep sense of hope and trust in the universe's support. Affirmations. Use positive affirmations daily to reinforce your hope in abundance and possibility. By repeating statements that affirm your ability to achieve your goals and outcomes and overcome your challenges, you are conditioning your mind to focus on success and positivity. And this practice builds a hopeful mindset and strengthens your resolve to pursue your dreams. Visualization. Regularly visualize your dreams being achieved in vivid detail, engaging all of your senses and feelings that bring joy to your creation. This mental rehearsal boosts your confidence and motivation, making your goals feel attainable. You can also write out this visualization and go over it and add to it, improve it on a daily basis. Mindfulness. Practice mindfulness to stay present and connected to your inner guidance. Meditation and mindful awareness help keep the mind quiet, allowing you to turn into the still small voice within. This practice fosters clarity and calm, enabling you to maintain a hopeful perspective even in challenging situations. And finally, self-compassion. Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Recognize that setbacks and failures are part of the human experience, and then use them as the opportunities that they are for growth. Affirm your worthiness and ability to learn from every experience, which nurtures a hopeful and resilient mindset. Sue Patton Thole wrote this in The Mindful Woman. Humankind is full of creative possibility. Humankind is God's work. Humankind is called to assist God and to co-create. We can set into creation that which is life-sustaining. Oh, sorry, this is what Sue Patton Thole wrote. Hope is an inside job. In order to keep hope alive, it's extremely important to monitor what we allow ourselves to see, hear, and feel, especially in regard to the media. Because your subconscious mind accepts as real both your personal experiences, but also those you watch or imagine vividly, one of the best ways to take care of yourself is to mindfully and wisely choose what you watch and read. Images imprint deeply. And some final words. This week, embrace the science of hope as a guiding light on your spiritual journey. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we cultivate resilience, fostering that inner strength to persevere through life's challenges with grace and determination. Through the development of our own personal hope, we not only align our intentions with divine abundance, but also nurture creativity and exploring new possibilities and approaches to manifest our own dreams. This process instills within us an unwavering belief in our inherent capability to co-create our reality with the universe, fostering a sense of empowerment and purpose. Together, we can embody hope as a transformative force. By embracing hope with our thoughts, words, and actions, we inspire others to do the same and create a ripple of effect of positivity and resilience in our community. As we support each other in cultivating hope, we strengthen the bonds of passion and unity, uplifting each other in times of triumph and adversity alike. We hold the vision of a world where hope is not just a concept, but a lived experience where each individual's potential is realized and collective aspirations are fulfilled. I'll leave you with this final quote. Hope is the belief that the future will be better than today, and that we have the power to make it so. And that brings us to our affirmation for the week. I know that anything is possible. And now it's time for updates at our center. If you are interested in learning more about the science of mind teaching, we do offer courses both via Zoom as well as in person. So connect with me or check our website to find out the details of the upcoming classes. And if there is a specific class or a book study that you are interested in taking or require in your prerequisites to continue on to become a practitioner, then please let me know so that we can arrange to offer that course for you. And if there's another book study or a meditation or any other course that you are interested in taking, we can work with that as well. So I'd also like to remind you that if you would be interested in having a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment, please contact me so we can put that on our calendars. And if you would like to commit to being a member of the Centers for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, as membership does renew annually, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, then please contact me for the application forms for these. I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. When you like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, it gives a positive feedback for the algorithms so that more people will learn about it and be directed to our website or YouTube channel as well. So please help us out by liking and subscribing. And now is our time for mindfully giving and financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless the financial gifts that you give today, no matter the amount. Every donation is greatly appreciated. Donations can be made using PayPal or Tithely. And you can go to our website and find the buttons on both the landing page or on the page where you find the weekly talk messages. So check our website, www.cslpv.org. And if you would still like to send a paper check for donations, then you can address them to CSLPV number 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y 8N1. And now if you would join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions can create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing against injustice. Today, more than ever, we need to stand for peace. So hug your friends, your loved ones, your neighbors, and may peace and love be with you. Blessings to all. Namaste.